Exclusive Free Speech Week videos. This video will feature a number of exclusive videos of the first and last day of Free Speech Week at UC Berkeley with Milo Yuffalophagus and friends. These videos are all from friends on social media who gave me permission to use these videos, so thank you very much Amber Cummings, Susan Walsh, Aaron Sith, Angelique Castaneda, and anyone else who may have given me permission after I recorded this little intro here. In the description below there will be a link to Aaron's Facebook and the YouTube channels for Amber, Angelique, and perhaps others. Disclaimer, some of these people may choose to make some of these videos public at any given time, of course, but for now at least, some of them, or I hope most or all of them, are exclusive. Keep an eye out for Yvette Valarca, who is out on bail and still showing up at these rallies and probably engaging in violence. People were arrested. And by the way, yes, I said it, Free Speech Week is over. Yes, the first and last day. But as Mike Cernovich told Tim Pool yesterday, if things had gone as scheduled without UC Berkeley doing everything it could to stop this whole thing, then the whole thing would be boring. Maybe not boring. I mean, Milo, for example, is not boring, but it would certainly be less important of a part of the culture war. And by the way, they call it a culture war. I'm not part of either culture on these things. Certainly not a conservative Republican Christian, nor am I a politically correct Democrat, far-left, cultural Marxist, or whatever. I just care about civil liberties, the Bill of Rights, logic, reason, ethics, equality of opportunity, and freedom. Anyway, enough from me, let's get into it.
You excited?
Yeah, it's
oh yeah.
The first one in here.
I know. It never works out like that.
Huh? I think he's gonna be on that side.
Yeah.
Probably.
11:44.
Whatever's clever.
All right, we got to go to the checkpoint. So, let's go to the checkpoint in now, guys, so we can get in. Let's just go in now.
Yeah, I apologize for that. I was getting bad information by somebody. And not having any journalistic skills or anything, I kind of ran with that story. I've since then retracted that and apologized for it. So.
If you don't already know what Kyle Chapman's talking about there, during the night of Ben Shapiro's appearance at UC Berkeley, a woman by the name of Celeste Paradise was attacked by some people, and early reports came out saying that she was stabbed. Some people that were there say that they heard somebody mentioning a knife, and she did clutch her neck, apparently. And there was some talk of some blood, and then there was a photo that showed her shocking red hair, which kind of looked like blood on the pavement. And Kyle, amongst other people, did relay that she was stabbed. And like he said, he did retract that once the facts came out that she was not in fact stabbed. And we'll hear more about that later in this video anyway, with Angelique Castaneda's live stream when she actually sees Celeste and talks with her here at this event.
All right, guys, we're getting in, okay? So I'm going to shut down.
Okay.
No KKK, no fascism, USA, no Trump, free speech.
He was talking about the Biden.
No Trump.
Susan! Glad to see you again.
I see the losers showed up.
Oh, absolutely. Right. So yeah, it was definitely caught on video of her freaking kicking me.
No Trump. No KKK, no fascism.
Yvette, she kicked me.
Where are you today?
Yeah, on purpose. And Vin caught it on video. I think Vin said it is, so.
I want to see it.
Right there.
I want to see it.
Her bail revoked on the spot though.
With normalizing fascism, a bunch of Make America Great Again fascist bigots right over here with their border patrol t-shirt. Might as well have a t-shirt that says slave fascist, motherfucker. Worshiping Daddy Trump, 400 people every day, ripping families apart.
Amen.
Amen. And boy Milo that says heard here locally. That is
Do you think he's being taken seriously? I'm just getting a kick out of what he's saying, though. No, I know that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yes. If I run ice snapper left it in my car,
Yeah.
that would have got the point.
Oh, good. Yeah.
We got off the wall. We got off the wall. No way you are rejecting her. No, no.
Yes.
No, 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 no.
No fascist USA! 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 No fascist USA!
Come on, guys, back up.
No fascist Don't hurt her!
Oh, stop.
This is free speech. Make it count. This is free speech.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Hey, goodbye.
No fascist USA! You get arrested. I got that on video. Where's your fucking free speech?
Right here. Right here.
Crazy.
Here's our free
You're
speech.
crazy.
Free
People
speech.
are crazy.
Block somebody else's free speech, fascist.
Good.
Here, there's the...
Love it.
The only one that got away wasn't white. Look at all that white privilege.
That's wrong. That is wrong. That is wrong. Come on. That's ridiculous. I don't think she was. I think she was still sitting there. I think she jumped off. You know what? I have it all on video. She's still sitting. You know what? I've got all. I got test footage. Yeah. I mean, I got it all. So I have.
You're reading? Oh my god. You have a phone?
Give us some facts. Give us some facts. Tell us. Talk to me.
I'm a fascist.
Give me facts. See, guys, she can't even answer questions. Hey, give us some facts. You got the mic. Talk. Brainwashed. Absolutely brainwashed. There's Milo. Woo! Milo! Yeah! Woohoo!
No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. They fell. No Trump.
No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. Milo's a transphobic asshole. Fuck Milo.
Where's your crowds? Where's your tens of thousands of people?
Boo!
You failure.
Guys, just a little lower. Just a little lower.
Huh?
Just a couple more steps down, you'll be good.
Boo!
Nobody can hear you.
Let her speak.
Nobody can hear you.
Get this one. Get this one out. Go, go, go.
You're here today to promote fascism.
Stay back just a little bit,
You're
please.
here today.
No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA.
We got Milo right here. Yes. Yes. beach, baby.
All right, we're going down.
Get on your knees.
going
Get
down.
on your knees for Milo, praying. That's what you're really supposed to pray for. No, don't be disrespectful. Shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. That's disrespectful. Overcome. Keep it. We love you. We're with you, Milo. We love you, Milo. We're here in peace. Freedom of speech. Yes. Yes. Milo, ignore them. Let me talk to him. Let me talk to him. Where's Ashton at? Oh, hi! I'm right next to you. Oh, that's Gloria. Milo, we support you. Do not let them stop you and don't let them distract you. Do what you gotta do. We support you, Milo.
Thank you. We say no to white supremacy. There's more than one voice. There's more than one voice.
Milo, you look damn sexy today.
Nice.
I like the teeth. I don't care what they say. You look good.
Never give up.
No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA!
Yep.
No Trump!
Yep.
No KKK, no...
It's from Laguna Beach.
Get out of here! In the name of humanity, we refuse to accept the people who let Hitler and his little fucking devils and characters and the Nazis and the Ku Klux Klan. You should be on here. You're trying to build an entire movement to attack people. To keep an eye.
Can I just stand like this right here with my camera? And a little bit. Just right here. Let me just stand just right here.
No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK! No fascist! Pamela!
Pamela! Pamela!
Pamela! Pamela! Pamela!
Pamela! Pamela! Pamela! Pamela!
No Trump! No KKK!
That's all you say! That's all you gotta say!
No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA! No
USA! USA!
USA! No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA!
No Hillary. That's fascist.
No Hillary! No Hillary!
No KKK! No fascist USA! Thank you. No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK! No fascist
Have a conversation! Have a conversation!
No KKK!
Yeah! Say some words!
No Trump! No KKK!
Come on, go on, say something. He wants to have a dialogue. He wants to have a dialogue. He's giving you a chance to say something. He's giving you a chance to say something. We can do it. You can do it. Just go up there. They're giving you a chance.
Trump! I don't depend nothing!
It's a conversation.
Slave owners are here themselves. No Trump! No KKK! No fascist fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK. No fascist USA. They don't favor little fascist scum like you. Because you should be run off this campus. Your entire fascist agenda should be run out of this country like the dogs you are. I'm here to stand against white supremacy, against misogyny, against xenophobia. In the name of humanity, I refuse to accept a fascist America. And I put my body on the line.
No dialogue.
And they were putting my body on the gears, on the levers to make you stop.
Bernie lost. Bernie lost.
No KKK, no fascist USA.
Ariana. Ariana.
No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA.
We Trump, we believe in you.
Love you. You're
Sorry, officer.
fascist off
That works pretty good.
Fascist off campus. Fascist off campus.
Milo! Milo!
Milo, guys.
Hey, Milo! Milo!
America. You haven't told me what you are. What is your gender? What is your gender? No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. I don't know to call you. No KKK. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK. Oh, look at all the fascists taking it.
Can you send me $1? Is this your
underpants? Shut you down. People have shut you down.
He won't sign the dollar.
People have shut.
Can you sign this, Milo?
Their whole fascist free speech of and this lady out little racist.
Yes.
And she wants to speak.
Yes.
And I'm not going to be silent while you try to attack Muslim people. I'm not going to be silent. I'm not going to be silent. I'm not going to be silent. I ain't down for that. No KKK, no fascist USA.
Let him through.
No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. 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 No KKK, no fascist USA.
Yes.
No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA.
Your breath is horrendous.
Hell yeah! If they're undocumented people. No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA!
Sorry about the sound here, folks. It's just the way it happens sometimes with the cell phones and the live streams. It's just There's nothing wrong with your computer. It's just, you know, it's how it goes.
No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. Fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No Trump. Fascist all cabinet. Fascist out of here. Fascists off campus! 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 Fascists off campus right there! No Trump! No KKK! Fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK! No fascist USA! No Trump!
Keep him to the back. If you guys can keep him to the back, Prim. Keep her to the back.
No Trump! No KKK!
Keep her to the back. Amazing. I probably have a bad signal, but that was amazing. That was amazing. Milo did it. Milo did it. So proud of Milo. Let me get next to Kyle. I think he's gonna be leaving.
USA! 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 USA!
USA! USA! Let me see. Hey!
Hey. Looks like bodyguards are.
Yeah.
Hey, Monty. Hey.
Yeah.
Crack killed you. Crack killed you.
True or false? Mr. Cernovich! Thank you, Mr. Cernovich! Thank you! Thank you, Mr. Cernovich! Thank you! Thank you! Milo! 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 USA! USA! You know this.
Trump rally?
Yes.
Phoenix?
Yes. Yes. Yes, you were there with, yeah, I was on the sideline. Yeah, I was there. What is your name?
Brenda.
Brenda Valentina Bankhead.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I know.
Is it true you're trying to out undocumented students?
We gotta get that big chick out of there because she's annoying and her breath is horrendous. She keeps following. It's like if someone could just block her completely, yeah, we could pull her back. But I don't know the problem is
we're letting people in with shit like that.
It's so annoying.
God bless law enforcement.
God bless the police. God bless the police. Oh yeah? Oh my God. He signed my hat on the outside. Just like Trump did, but a different hat.
You know what's funny is all Milo's ever said today was like, I love America, let's pray for America.
Yeah.
I love everything!
Bye, Milo.
Your shirt. Makes me happy.
Sorry, he's only into guys.
I know.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's see how we can get over there. Well, let's say we're with media. Let's go. Oh, we will. Oh, we will. We will. Because you have no leader. Because you don't have a leader. You don't have one. You don't have one. You don't have Bernie. You have nothing. No Hillary. No Bernie. You have no leader. We have Trump. We have Trump. You have Hillary. You don't have nothing. You don't have nothing. You have nothing. How do we go? Oh, can we go that way?
Let's go back out the same way.
They all jumped the curb. They jumped the border. We're the good citizens and they're the bad illegal ones. So this is it, guys. We got Milo to speak on Berkeley. It's amazing. Fucking amazing. Trying to get Kyle over the barrier, but we don't want him to break any laws. I'm like, just let him over. And they're like, no, no more. No more jumping over the barrier. We're like, well, they're illegal. The irony, right? So there's like hundreds and hundreds of cops, probably about 400, 500 cops here. And they have them on the rooftops. They have airplanes overhead or helicopters overhead. So I think Milo had like 6 SEAL team with him. Heavy duty guys. He does not mess around. And they definitely kept the barrier for sure. But there was this person that smelled horrible and her voice, her breath was just disgusting. Like she just ate like corned beef or something. And she just was yelling the whole time, trying to disrupt everything. And then she's pushing on me. I'm like, stop pushing on me. She's like, stop touching me. I'm like, my 2 hands are in front of me. How am I touching you?
Do you want to talk to the AP? I think you should. She would be good.
Okay, I don't know. Let's see what's going on over here.
There was one anti-protester, and yeah, Mal was just signing autographs, pretty much. He wasn't speaking.
Let me see. Do that face again. Nick loves his shirt. Oh man. Okay, that was good. We'll just go back to the chaos now. Feminism is a cancer. Love it. Good job, girl. Good job.
Can I get a picture with you guys?
Missed out on all the action.
Here, give me the camera. I'll take the picture.
What just happened? Did you brawl?
No, I'm always
Take a picture. Okay, you two first. Okay, the 3 of you real fast.
Okay,
You want to be in the middle? Get in the middle, girl. Okay.
man sandwich right here.
Top kick?
Yeah,
literally top kick.
Let's hold up a little bit like this. Big shot of that.
Hi guys, so I'm here live on Berkeley. I'm trying to get in line so we can get inside to the event. See my
USA! 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 USA!
fucking speak for yourself. It's pathetic. Fucking group mentality. Fucking push the herd.
I'm beating up people and I'm not even meaning to.
So we got a big mob of people out here today. So yeah, right in my face.
Right in your face.
Right in my face. That ugly bitch was right in my face.
Cannot stand that woman.
Yeah.
Now they're talking about this exchange right here.
Don't put your shit in my fucking face. Don't you get up on my face. Let's go. Scumbag, I'm gonna be here. Scumbag, don't scumbag. You're pushing any scumbag. Shut the fuck up. You fucking Nazi scum. Call me scum. Call me scum. Nazi scum. I'll be here every fucking day. Would you like it or not? You have a right to be here. But you need to be educated. Stop pushing him, please. You gotta stop pushing him again. You gotta stop pushing. Stop being violent. Stop being violent. Just a little space would be great. You're leaning forward and you're pushing. A lot of contact.
Where were you when I got punched in the chest too? Where were you when
Try to help
So now, yeah.
One of those got a right to speak here.
Where were you?
All I can do is now. You shouldn't have right to take it now.
Protecting the people.
Sorry to hear that. That's all I can deal with. Well, you're assaulting a trans woman. Fuck you. Fuck you. You assaulted a trans woman. You assaulted a trans woman. Oh, really? You're assaulting a trans woman, bitch? You're assaulting a trans woman.
Don't touch my phone.
But we don't matter, right?
Don't touch her phone.
Trans woman is attacking a trans woman.
I'm not having a debate with you. Because
They don't want equality. They don't want equality.
Someone else who does, maybe.
They don't want equality. You attack a trans woman. Then go to
You're a white supremacist, self-hating trans person, but you are a white supremacist.
A white supremacist. No, you're a fascist commie. You're a commie.
Every time.
You're a commie.
Every time.
You're a commie.
Do it every single time.
You are a commie piece of crap. All you commies are going to go to jail. This is going to be beautiful. Y'all going to be in cuffs. Y'all going to be in jail. That's why you guys are terrified. We've exposed your ass. Your little George Soros will save your ass. You're going to jail. All you commie terrorists are going to jail. These commie terrorists are going to jail. They know the FBI's on their ass now. They're scared. You guys had to come up with violent fascists. You punks are going to jail.
You're really tough.
You're going to jail, fascist. You're going to jail. You're terrorists is what you are. You know you're terrorists.
No, you see, they were pushing me.
They're pushing me. And they're kicking a trans woman out here. No, these are fascists. These are fascist stuff. You are fascist stuff. Terrorists, you are fascist stuff. They're terrorists. I didn't touch. Yeah, you put your sign right in my face.
Make way. Make way.
That woman does not need to be teaching
She
our
smells
children.
worse than she looks.
She looks like she smells. Smells like a commie.
Want to give me any message or anything?
This is ridiculously crazy.
Oh, by the way, I want to introduce this to white supremacist here, by the way, too.
Oh,
total white
I'd be the first black white supremacist.
Yeah, he's the first black white supremacist. And I'm, we're all Nazis over here.
Oh man.
Sorry, I had to be sarcastic. I couldn't help it.
Of course.
So you want to say anything to people? Sorry, Peter.
No one here's a Nazi. I haven't been called a single racial slur. I've been called Uncle Tom and Sella by them.
I've been attacked by.
I've not been called a single racial slur by a Trump supporter or anyone attending this event. So whatever's happening is really bullshit, and the media has things switched around and misconstrued.
Absolutely. And I was attacked by Yvette Walker earlier and told I was transsexual and leave the town. They say they don't. They say they welcome transgenders, but I'm not welcome here.
I know.
So
it's like when we don't state the opinions of the LGBT community or the mainstream, you're not a part of it for some reason, and that's not the inclusive community I fought for and work hard for.
That's right. We're fighting. We want equality for everybody. Even if you have different political ideologies,
exactly,
you should be able to set those political ideologies out being attacked. Listen at the voice on her. God, you can hear her over everybody.
They did nothing wrong. Yeah, so we are currently surrounded by Antifa. We have police officers that are also sounding Antifa, kind of making sure that our group isn't colliding together.
I'll give them both.
Do you want to put the XL on?
I need double XL for me.
Yeah, we're in School Plaza, so pretty crazy. It's packed. Lots of folks, Milo and on Milo's side and also the other side. So we're our team Milo. Let me switch it around. Good to see you.
They're trying to get in line. What's that? They're trying to get in line. It's like over here.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How about you?
Getting some good video? Hey.
So far we haven't experienced any like actual violence yet, so hopefully everything kind of goes smooth, that the police do their job, that we're able to hear Milo speak without having to worry about being attacked. They already have thrown water on some of the Trump supporters, but I mean, at least it's water, better than like pepper spray or anything else. So I guess we'll see more or less what happens throughout the day. Hopefully it stays decent. I'm sure it's going to get a little bit of pretty wild. It's already 12 o'clock, so Milo should be speaking eventually. We are not currently inside right now. We are trying to get inside, but as you can see, there are a lot of people around, so it's kind of hard to get inside right now. There are a lot of police officers.
Really enjoy it. And then as soon as there's a physical...
No KKK, no fascist USA, no Trump. 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 No KKK, no fascist USA, no Trump.
Hey, Trump wants to grab your pussy! Trump wants to grab your pussy! Go hang out with Trump and get your pussy grabbed!
No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump!
Can I have one of those?
Why not? No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! No
So look, they're harassing a female. What does that make them? They're harassing her. They're transgender and they're offended. This is crazy.
No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. 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 No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump.
You sure I can have one of those?
No fascist USA.
You sure I can have one of those?
No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump.
Can I have a band poster if you want to give me one?
No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK. You're such a fucking liar. You kept pushing.
No, you pushed me.
Over and over. You pushed me.
No, you got
Do not physically contact these people. Do not give them what they want.
No, you fucking threatened me first.
You're a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Thank you.
He fucking threatened me first.
They always threaten everybody.
Donald Trump. Yeah, and he blames me for
Why are they even here?
loser.
Why are they even here?
Trump.
No fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, 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 no fascist USA. Stop. Don't no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump.
Anybody
no KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump.
I like grabbing them on
Yeah, he's just joking with his friends.
Where do you think everybody got here?
I got a woman just trying to touch my camera. She was crying to the police. And she tried to stop me from recording by touching my camera, trying to push it away.
He was just drunk with a fucking
Yeah, I'm not letting that happen. I'm going to recording. We're in a public place.
We're men.
No.
Men like women. Men like women.
He was in a fucking old guy.
Yeah.
He was in a bus with his guy friend.
See, look at this. I don't even know this gentleman, and he gets it. Look at this.
Yeah. I mean, like, we're not even fashion.
Have a Will
Exactly.
Johnson.
Look at this. They are the fascists. That's crazy.
We have Hispanics here.
Absolutely. What's up, guys?
Yeah, and so you know all these answer people, they're always attacking Hispanic conservatives. So it's kind of funny and ironic that we are always being attacked by Antifa when they claim that they're supposed to be in support of us, which it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. I mean, I'm a trans woman. We have Erin here, who's a trans woman, but we're always harassed. Always harassed.
They don't care. That makes it worse. It makes it even worse.
Yeah. We're here with Amani. So can you tell us what's going on?
Okay, so Milo has just left. He's canceled it, and he says it's going to come back next year, so I'm not sure what's going to happen after that. So I guess he's coming back next year, and I think he's going to be here for the next 2 days, randomly popping up at places. I believe that's what he said. So yeah, that's all. Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to hear him speak, but
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is that we are out here in full force, supporting free speech, making sure that we're not letting these anti-fascist stuff that's from being able to express
There was
themselves.
one of the refuse fashion was up there, and they kept taking signs from Milo and stuff.
Yeah.
They ruined it while we were all trying to talk to them and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Alright, nice to meet you. Take a picture.
I'm Valentina Benkin. So proud of my business. Such a good job. So inspiring.
Thank you. So to be on my live stream.
Hi.
So what have you seen so far? Have you experienced any violence?
No violence, just smelly DO people, and they yell a lot, and that was just when Milo was speaking. They didn't stop him, he kept going, and more power to us. Freedom of speech lives in Berkeley. Milo did return, and we will defend Berkeley. We have to continue freedom of speech here for all the kids and the generations.
So he was able to speak?
Yes, he was.
Was it, you know how long he was speaking? I heard like 20
Probably
minutes.
about 15, 20 minutes. And
I heard that he said that he's possibly going to come back next year.
in the next couple of days, he thinks he's going to try and come in and off the campus if possible. Yeah, as he says.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So, can you tell us
Hey,
what's your name again?
my name is Dennis.
This is Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis Jones. I'm on Facebook.
Yes, follow him. So, what have you experienced with, Antifa or just, holding up the sign that says...
Basically, I got a whole bunch of racist white liberals who say you're black, they don't include you. But I'm like, I'm included right now. So who's being excluded? I'm not being excluded.
Yeah, a lot of people. We have trans people, we have Hispanics, we have everything. We have Jews.
Everybody.
And then you look at Antifa, the majority of them are white.
Yes.
And they're attacking conservatives. Like the last
Exactly.
video that I made of.
I'm just seeing a bunch of white liberals attack a bunch of people of color. That's what I'm actually seeing, and that's the real racism that's happening today.
Okay, so were you able to hear Milo speak at all?
I was able to hear Milo speak at all. They were trying to come out. They were being absolutely obnoxious and absolutely rude and absolutely uncivilized. And I feel like no matter what someone says, like, regardless of whether you like it or not, they have the right to speak it. And I don't think people should be doxxed. I don't think people should be fired for their speech. I don't feel like people should be any of that. Like, and I'm seeing it go on, and I'm here to stand against it.
Yeah, I know what's big. And the lady, I was buying my coffee, and she was like, "Are you a Jew? Are you a conservative? You can't buy your coffee here." Yeah. And while I was getting my coffee.
A Jew or a conservative?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was at Noah's Bagels.
Okay,
And then, so I got here, liberals were, they were out in force, and then we went through the metal detectors to see Milo, and behind me was refusefascism.com. I was a little jumpy, but I'm glad I had a fellow patriot, fellow conservative behind me. But still, it was a little like, you didn't know what they were going to do because they were behind you. You don't know if they were going to pull your hair or say Nazi, go home.
Right.
But we managed to, when we got to where Milo was speaking, right away the Refuse Fascism team, they easily got arrested. And Sarah Taylor got arrested. There was a liberal that, of course she stayed, but Milo overspoke, and all the speakers from his team were able to speak. So we had it. So he did that, and then we were able to get our merchandise signed, which was very cool. Because he signed my shirt. I had to scream like a little girl to get one.
Awesome. Okay.
Well, anyway, yay!
He ain't part of a family. He ain't part of this that we protect. We protect this group. So, okay. I'm gonna get his son. What was he saying? He's calling me a Jew hater and a whole bunch of other shit. Okay. Alright, so he's in our movement. I'm one of the big people. This guy was in our movement in SoCal. Planning to rape women in our movement. So we kicked him out. We kicked him out of the movement. We said, this isn't acceptable. This kind of rhetoric towards our own people is unacceptable. You have to leave. We pushed him out unanimously. And this guy every time shows up to big rallies to do this big media spectacle, and it doesn't make any sense.
So it sounds like it's kind of personal, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's like,
very
it's
personal.
just, yeah.
Very personal.
Okay.
So what, do you know the guy who's
That's his son?
I'm really confused, like what they're trying to say. But are you part of the problem?
Yeah, I got the fight on my phone.
What's that movement?
Well, they didn't like actually hit each other, but him and him were about to fight.
You want to GoFund me? You want me to hit you so you get a fucking GoFund me?
Yeah.
You fucking poor ass hit.
Yeah. So are you gonna leave with me or what? You gonna show your colors or what?
Show my
colors? You're a bitch and a fucking Nazi. Fucking Jew hating bitch.
Fucking stepfather.
Shut up. Shut up. Don't fucking claim something. You walk with a fucking Jew hater, you're a Jew hater, bitch.
What Jew hater?
Yeah, shut up. Fake Alaska, you fucking faggot. You fucking faggot. You fucking faggot. You fucking faggot. You don't think I don't see your 1488 on that shit? Your whole fucking thing's filthy. Where's the red elephant?
This guy has threatened to rape women in our fucking movement.
That's all you got, bitch.
Rape women,
Talk your
okay.
shit. Talk your
Okay,
shit.
talk your
You
shit.
fucking retarded motherfucker. Go back to mama's basement.
I don't live in mama's basement.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You fucking coward. Shut up. Where's the red elephant? You fucking Nazi motherfucker.
propaganda against shit on the internet, the red elephant. Fuck you. And I don't give a fuck about no movement when it comes down to racist. You hate my people, then you hate me. And you hate America. There ain't no fucking Nazis here. Fucking scum. Nazi. Yeah, it is nice.
Sir, which side of this are you on? Are you on the Trump side of this?
I'm a Trumper, but I don't like no racism. And you know what? I'm not going to sit back and say it's okay when it's not.
We stand together against racism.
That's good, because you know what? Racism is no good. And these motherfuckers have that shit all over their fucking Facebook.
Do you have any more speed?
I don't know. You look like a Proud Boy. Another retard. You couldn't fucking join a real neighborhood, so you joined the Proud Boys. Go get jumped in, motherfucker. Don't cop out to a baggy hit off. Yeah, exactly. No fucking power asshole. Fucking Nazi faggot.
Now's an opportune time to explain what just happened here between these people. This is a subject for a video that I keep putting off because I keep feeling like, well, I have to do a lot more research to really speak about the matter, but since that just happened, I think it's important to sort of clarify what just happened there. The guy with the red hair, red beard, is Tony Foreman.
Who's the guy with the red hair? If you guys don't know me, I'm Baked Alaska's bodyguard. I've been working for Baked Alaska for probably 6 months. He's a good friend of mine. Yeah, if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Tony Foreman.
Not very long ago, he was stabbed 19 times in what was probably a hate crime, but which, of course, is not going to be deemed a hate crime.
Yeah, I'm the guy who got stabbed.
Bake's guardian.
At any rate, like lots of people, he and Baked Alaska and Vince from Red Elephants they're accused of being Nazis, white supremacists, and etc. And, you know, if you do what I do, you spend a lot of time chasing down these rumors to find absolutely nothing. However, sometimes one finds some questionable things. I want to thank Robin Mergurdajan for pointing the following out. In this live stream by the Red Elephants for September 16th, 2017, titled Live at the MOAR rally in DC, at about 28 minutes, the following happens.
This is a swampy town.
Say the
folks.
14 words they said.
Security, assistance of our people, and a future for white children.
1476 worldwide.
There you go. I personally, I don't have a problem with the 14 words.
There's nothing wrong with the 14
the
words.
88 is a little...
Because the thing is that they are trying to get rid of us through cultural Marxism, through postmodernism, through that going into our colleges. They are trying to get rid of it.
Did you catch that? If not, I'll explain. But as you saw in Angeli's live stream, Base Spartan or Base Trojan, whoever he is, he was saying, oh, if you have 1488 on your hat. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but you might be wondering, what is 1488? Well, 1488 is a number apparently used by white supremacists and etc. It's code for two different things. 14 is one, 88 is another. The 14 words are, quote, we must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children, unquote. Apparently, I don't know if this is true, it also may refer to another 14-word slogan that goes, quote, because the beauty of the white Aryan woman must not perish from the earth, unquote. Now, I don't know too much about the backstory of the 14 words. I don't know if it's used, it always means that you're a pro-Nazi or whatever. I don't really understand. Again, like I said, I want to do a lot of research. Okay, now, in and of itself, I don't see anything wrong with wanting to preserve the white race as long as you don't do anything bad to preserve the white race. I think it's kind of silly, whatever. But apparently, because of where the 14 words come from, the associations involved with it, apparently it's a white supremacist slogan. I don't really know. Like I said, I have to do a lot of research before I really know what I'm talking about on this issue, but that's what I know so far. Now, 88 apparently is a code for Heil Hitler, because H is the 8th letter of the alphabet, HH, Heil Hitler, 88, okay? Now, notice he said, I don't know about the 88.
Personally, I don't have a problem with the 14 words.
There's nothing wrong with the 14
the
words.
88 is a little...
Because the thing is...
It's not really a flat-out condemnation, but then again, you know, in common parlance, somebody says, I don't know about that, when they really mean hell no. So, I really don't know what Tony's saying here. I really just don't know. And I don't know what Vince thinks about this either. I don't know if he realizes the backstory of 1488 or anything like that. I really don't know. Now, let's skip forward to about 6 hours and 9 minutes in this live stream and see what happens here.
Against the Jews. Am I against the Jews? I'm not against Jews in daily life. I'm against Zionist elites that are trying to further the control in our government and in the United States, but I do not have a problem with your everyday Jewish guy going to temple. Some of my closest friends here in this movement, Harim, and other people, Arthur, they're Jewish, so, and I support them. So, but yes, I'm against Zionism, control, greater state of Israel. I'm against those things.
It's so funny how, yeah, the bankers, right, exactly.
Yeah, no, you guys, I'm trying to, after Charlottesville, I have to be careful of my optics. We're all targets after we went to Charlottesville, so I'm trying to be careful with what I say. Most of you guys know my opinion on this subject, and I am red-pilled, greatest story never told, don't worry. I am red-pilled, greatest story never told, don't worry.
Okay, now you heard him say greatest story never told. Now there is a film, a documentary titled Greatest Story Never Told. It's unfortunately over 6 hours long, so I'm not going to watch it, but upon reviewing it really quickly, it does seem like it's a long, quote-unquote documentary that is trying to say that Hitler and the Nazis weren't so bad and that they were set up. Now, I don't know if it's an anti-Jewish documentary, I really don't know. And I have heard Baked Alaska say to Sargon on one of Sargon's videos where they talked over the internet, Baked Alaska has said that he doesn't believe the official story of how many Jews were killed by the Nazis, but that he does believe that the Nazis did kill Jews and that was bad, and it's bad to kill Jews, and etc., but he doesn't believe the official story. Now, you're all going to call me a Nazi about the following. I think we should question everything, and if you think that to question the official story of how many Jews were killed in World War II makes you a Nazi, well, that just makes you an anti-intellectual, makes you against civil liberties, the right to free inquiry, and etc. Now, I don't know, I would be inclined to think that most people who would say, oh, you know, there weren't 6 million people or 6 million Jews killed in World War II, I would be inclined to think that people who kind of lean that way because they hate Jews, but not necessarily. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about all this because I really don't know too much about all this, but now you know what I know, and maybe now that I've explained this, the exchange between Base Spartan and Tony makes a lot more sense. So there you go, now you know what I know.
Now, with that all being said, I think the following is extremely important because it does seem that many people just don't get the following. And they would if it were not for the emotions that subvert their reason about certain issues, okay? Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that Tony actually does hate Jews, even though he just said that he doesn't, okay? Let's just pretend that he actually does like Hitler. Okay? That does not mean that Vince from the Red Elephants also likes Hitler, okay? You can have a friend who you do not realize has views that you disagree with, unless they express those views. Very often, people who actually do hold racist views don't actually express them, at least not to certain people. So again, I am not saying that Tony is racist. I am saying that if he were racist, that would not automatically make Vince racist or anybody who's ever taken a photo with Tony and smiled. Very often, it's like this whole chain of blame. You know, Kyle Chapman is racist. Why? Because he knows so-and-so. Okay. So-and-so is racist. Why? Because he knows so-and-so. Okay. And so-and-so is racist. Why? Because he knows so-and-so. And it keeps going and going and going and going. And very often, there's no there. You know, there's nothing at the bottom of it all. It's just circular or an endless chain hanging from nothing. So there you go. I am not saying Tony's racist. And if Tony were racist, I'm certainly not saying that Vince is racist, and etc., and so on. All right, back to the live stream.
Oh yeah, no, he's making us look absolutely ridiculous. I mean, like one of the guys who was arguing with him made a good point about how there was this one time where I think it was during the, like, something, it was against like Sharia law, and he was on the side of the Trump supporters, and then after took off his little patriot gear and then went onto the Antifa side. So of course he's like, I'm getting a shirt. Here's Celeste Paradise. Let's see what Celeste says. Hi Celeste. Do you wanna? Would you like to be on my live stream? So I know last time you were at Ben Shapiro, you got pushed to the ground.
Again, this is Celeste Paradise, and there she is again on the right with Aaron Sith here on the left. If you don't know what this is about, I suggest seeing Aaron Sith's interview with Celeste under Scrabble Bag Shooter on Facebook, or you can see my mirror of this video on YouTube titled Live with Berkeley Attack Victim Celeste Paradise, mirror of Scrabble Bag Shooter's video.
So, how has it been different from today? Have you experienced any violence or anything like that?
Thank God, no, but I'm really trying to. It's helpful that it's earlier in the day.
Right.
You know, it's broad daylight on a Sunday. I haven't really. I basically just kept it safe and been in the middle of my people. I don't need more of whatever that was, especially since I know the police don't really stand by us. Of course, they protect us, the people on the ground, but the people who run it and put out their PR, I'm tired of our side defending their honor, which it should be defended, but they don't stand up for us in public, and I'm really unhappy that the whole thing got portrayed nationally, because everyone can't be in Berkeley last week. So it gets portrayed nationally as some right-wing protester ends up on the ground, says she was stabbed, but wasn't, and some, you know, mayhem ensues. That's what these right-wing protesters run into. And it's like, the truth is, however I ended up on the ground, and thank you all these lovely liberal people that didn't help me but took pictures to humiliate me and did nothing to help me, by the way. Thanks, that was lovely. But I love that what gets reported is not the truth, which is our speaker, we came, the chancellor of the campus, you know, she okayed it. And we were here, and thousands of people came to protest us, a few hundred overflow watching a speaker. So it's a free country, they can protest, but why are we portrayed as something more incendiary than we were? It's not that if they don't leave us alone, I haven't in the past come to their protest with my own sign, but this is our thing, they surrounded us, and so I wasn't some protester, and if you look at the sign, you could see that.
Yeah, and you have the sign with you right here, right?
Right, it's just the same basic kind of stuff.
Yeah, so gay, straight, liberal, conservative, all are welcome in the freedom of speech, violence free, profanity free, Party USA, we love you, Milo.
Yeah,
and then we have gay, straight, liberal, yeah, so the same sign. So, you know, she carries, so you carry, you know, these very unprovocative signs, and you get attacked with them, like what happened in Venezuela. I think it's pretty crazy.
Well, yeah, you're right, and I made the talk over. And something interesting happened when I talked to the sergeant, the homicide detective who was looking into the mess. He was explaining things I didn't even necessarily know. I'm not a lawyer and I'm not police, but he said that this woman who ran off and grabbed my sign last time, had she been knocked to the ground or hurt, or one of my friends knocks into me while trying to get at her, or something happened to her, if it was her that got the concussion, believe it or not, she wouldn't have really had cause to do anything to us, because her stealing my property is illegal, and believe it or not, it's called good faith retrieval of property. Your friends or your boyfriend or your brother is allowed to try and retrieve it in good faith. Now, I guarantee you this girl didn't know that, and that's my problem with it, is these kids are being lied to. It's not like the police are going to come out, and they should say whoever runs their PR, hey people, let's try to keep it more civil. When anyone's lying on the ground, maybe instead of taking a bunch of pictures and making the person feel worse, see if they're okay, get out of the way instead of adding to the chaos, which helped facilitate a false story. And by the way, it's just not a decent thing to do to anyone lying there. They could add a seizure. Don't just take pictures and be cruel. Help one another. No, but they don't say that. And then it's not about me or right-wingers deserve more respect. It's about the fact that anyone, and 20 years ago, it would have been, anyone would have said, oh my gosh, who are those people taking pictures with their cameras? Now it's so common, no one even understands the debasement of our culture. And then the other thing about it is, I'm not into this whole fluid gender thing for the very reason that I don't want men and women to be interchangeable. Women are not. They're never going to be seen as equals to predator males, which are few. But the point is, it was understood up until 15 years ago, even if a woman was being a wench and you wanted to smack her, the cops showed up, knew she was the problem. It was just understood you couldn't smack your wife around, couldn't smack your girlfriend around. Now, no one even stopped to think about the fact that, okay, we got guys, we got a girl. You don't do that to a girl, period. No one even, these younger kids have never grown up with that, and that is very bad. When you have these people, and the cops don't come out and correct the record, they don't say, it was a thing that got spiraled out of control, but people, this is why we don't want to just take pictures, get out of the way. If you're not going to help, you don't have to, but don't add to it. Don't be cruel, don't take pictures, get out of the way and let the first responders do their job. By the way, men, Don't do that to a woman. If you see someone else doing it, don't add to it. Men and women are different. And no, nobody said, and that's my real problem. So then the police says, the sergeant says, do you want to press charges against the woman who got your sign? No, I got the sign back. I'm not a baby. I'm not dead. I would like to, if it was possible, press charges against those, the higher ups that allowed this to happen. It's now a mess. You put the genie back in the bottle. And who am I going to yell at? And you know what else the sergeant admitted? And I'll say this on your live stream. This sergeant admitted that when they put that story out, which was not true, they never checked with anyone of the first responders. Didn't talk to the police who talked to me and took my statement. So I'm like, then you should not have put out something definitive. And that's the problem. I had no choice but to come out, keep the story going, because I've got eyewitnesses and friends that are getting slandered online, and I had to come out and say, although I wasn't stabbed, it wasn't no fight, and I never told the police a thing. So these are all the things I'm dealing with, and I'm very unhappy that someone's going to watch this and be interested in it and have to think all this through. 10, 15 years ago, it would have been just a knee-jerk reaction. Well, she may be some B-word, but, you know, once the chick's on the ground, you don't add to it. Don't kick it or threaten her. Get out of the way. We'll push her down. If it was a guy, I don't do that, man. And there's no understanding. And then everyone's going to say, well, you're ugly, or we don't like right-wingers, so that's what you get. It's not about being a right-winger. This is about just basic girl-guy stuff. And by the way, I am not a psychiatrist or a medical doctor, and I am not born in the wrong body. I have no idea what's true and what isn't. That's for individuals to figure out. It's a man's psychological problems are his own concern. It's not up to me to judge it. I do think if you are a man or a woman and you need to switch, you need to really help the conservative evil people like Shapiro differentiate and highlight the differences between men and women. Because if you are in the wrong body and you absolutely need to get to the other gender, if the genders are identical, why do you need to go anywhere? That's a lie. Men and women are not interchangeable. And the horror that is psychological, you know, chaos of someone who's in the wrong body, is in the wrong gender, even if it's not true and it's a psychological disorder and it's a delusion. The delusion will be caused by the fact that if you think you're a woman, you're in a man's body. It's a nightmare because the two genders are so different. Therefore, all the people helping the transgenders, they are not your friends. The left is not your friends. People who want to erase the differences between men and women, how are they going to help men get into women's bodies and vice versa if that's the problem? If, you know, in other words, we need to protect women. And if a woman does something wrong, make it so that you can see what she did wrong. Some woman isn't allowed to grab a guy's property because she's physically weaker. But you need to make sure to differentiate so you can see what the woman did wrong, that her being weaker doesn't exonerate her from a crime. But when you let it be chaos and let men and women become interchangeable, you're going to get what you get, which is what happened to me. And it's incidental that I'm a right-winger. It's incidental that I was not a protester, but simply at my own event. The problem is this could now happen to anybody. And these women that like ISIS and all this stuff, they need to look at how they treat their own women. Even the most benign of Quran followers, men and women are not equal in the Quran. They're not, you know, a woman is supposed to hold herself in by her own choice, but still, they do not uphold and lionize women who want to be men's equal, women who want to bring home the bacon while the man raises the baby. They're not down with any of that. So you better watch out. You bring them in, and when you run out of Republicans, where's ISIS going to go after? The next white people standing there that are also infidels. You think they're going to care that you vote Democrat? They're not, people. So you guys need to think about this. Young people, do some research. Don't just, you know, you can hate me. It's a free country. I want you to think about what none of those people knew, which is they didn't know I was a right-wing piece of garbage. I was a woman lying on the ground. That could be you. That could be your daughter. That could be your little sister. You don't want a society where this is the norm. So that's, I didn't mean to go on, but I'm so upset that no one's defending us, you know.
I'm glad that you said my live streaming.
What's your name again?
It's Angelique Castaneda.
What a great name. Cool. I love your hair, by the way. I love it. Wonderful to meet you, and you look great, by the way.
I just want to say, you know, thank you for coming out here, you know, not being intimidated by what happened to you, Ben Shapiro. For standing up for what you believe in, bringing your signs again. Thank you.
You know, I almost didn't, even as of last night, I was feeling whippy, but then Erin said she was going. It's like, if she can go and be trans in this, I can go. But I almost didn't. So, yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
This is him 24/7. Sadly. Serious idiot.
Call me what you want. You're the man. Two trailer park girls going around the outside. Two trailer park girls going around the outside. I'll take a ride with you. Guess who's back? I'm a cop. Good again.
I'd rather him shake it.
Yeah, you got dropped. Oh, yeah. You're going to tell the cop? Yeah. That's right. That's right. You attack family because you're a bitch. Because Trumpers don't got values, do they? Look how they stand and listen to it. Look how you listen to it. Look how you just stand there and say shit about my family. That's the kind of value Trumpers share. Trumpers talk about people. Trump out here. That's right, but I don't talk about your family. Thank you.
It's so meta. That's your first mistake. This is like a new form of art. It's like expressionistic.
Kiss him again!
Kiss him again! That would have solved everything.
What is this, take two? I thought they already broke up. Gee.
Pleasure to meet you, bro. I love your shit. Love your shit, man.
Look, we had intermission already. Hey guys, kiss and make up.
Just hug each other!
Hey!
Hug each other! Hug each other! Embrace one another!
That's all this little boy we got. Go get a job, man. Come on, you guys, go get a job. You guys come here. I run a political activity.
Oh yeah, political. Political Nazi party? You fucking loser.
You want a real job? Relax. Relax, you freak. Control your anger issues.
That's right. Talking shit about the indigenous people, you fucking loser. Yeah, you did. You're a loser.
Yeah, you gotta get it. I just came over here and I said, fuck indigenous people.
You know what the fuck you did? Fucking loser. Yeah. It's not these black folks that don't start the white race and a Nazi.
I just want to see if you want to come over.
What happened? I was over there in Alright, look, here's what happened. They talk, I go across the street and hold up a sign.
Yeah, I have no idea. Do you want to tell us what you've seen so far?
Well, I actually did see Milo speak. He was pretty great. Everything he said was pro-American. He prayed before his speech, and some refused fascist guy, I got it on film, was just completely blockading his prayer. It was insane. But yeah, nothing hateful, nothing bad. I just know he had to leave early because Antifa. Yeah. That's it.
Thank you, officer.
Okay, now look closely. You can see Yvette Falarka, Tanya Kapner, that heavyset one that's always with them, and those people from BAMN, and also Sansara Taylor of Refuse Fascism, who we saw handcuffed by the police earlier, so I guess that was a symbolic arrest, one of those symbolic arrests that Berkeley offers people. Pretty freaking funny. I would imagine this is a violation of Yvette Falarka's parole to still be out there and pushing and shoving people, and who knows what else she's done that she didn't get caught on videotape doing.
They're hiding Yvette Falarka. She's got a little thing in there.
Everywhere you go,
Meanwhile, a few blocks away at Martin Luther King Civic Center Park, Amber Gwen Cummings is doing the following. Let's check this out.
Look at Russia. Look at all these countries. It's been under communism. Look how they act. This is not conducive to freedom, and we won't stand for it. So we will step on Marxism, and I suggest everybody that has a flag here, go ahead and take a step on this scumbag flag here. We are in America. I don't care if this is Berkeley, California. We are in America. We are in America. We are not in Marxist, Stalinist Russia.
We close the libraries?
And that's that.
We close the libraries?
So,
Socialist libraries? If you close the socialist public schools.
Stand against Marxism. We will take a stand here in Berkeley, California. We will stand up to this Marxism. We will stand up to these violent terrorists. We will drive them out. These violent terrorists will not oppose us. We will not stand against. We will not be oppressed by these Marxists, these violent Marxists.
Like that?
So, we won't do it.
Right-wingers are obedient. Well, they got the guns, homie. You gonna do something? I know, but you could have like asked. Just be like, hey,
cool. He knows
taking away our friends.
Is anybody else going to step on this stuff?
Trust is on it.
Let's put some American
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Trust is on it.
Hey, man.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Okay, go ahead. He's going to burn the flag.
Take away your friends like that.
Get that on camera.
It's just a bad idea. Police kill people. Police kill people.
No.
Hey, leave us there. Wait. No, I don't want for this flag. You don't have to fucking step on it.
That's right, dude. Hey, nice mask, bro. You guys are fucking retards. Properly disposed of now. Only Boy Scouts and American troops can. Hey. No, but capacity once you talk in the route.
No,
Yeah, man. Right. What? You're such a pussy, dude. Do what the cops tell you to do. Idiot. Well, has to be done. You're right. You're right. Has to. Thank you. Boy Scouts. Trust me, I think Boy Scouts. Burn the flag. Totally illegal. I saw it like one time. I told a joke earlier to the kids and got to the laugh. I said, see?
It's all good. There's slimy tentacles all through it. You know, you're going to get exposed in Berkeley whether you like it or not. It's too out in the open. There's little slimy tentacles all through it. You know, you're going to get exposed in Berkeley whether you like it or not. It's too out in the open anymore. The Marxism is out in the open. Everybody sees it. Everybody knows it. Your campus, it's all over your campus. I can show you pictures where you guys have posters of capitalism is bad and pray for Marxism, patriots. You guys are in there to place it. I'm saying you, but I'm saying there's a lot of people in this city that are involved in this Marxist movement, and they're going to be exposed, and this is going to stop. American values are going to come back into place.
Here's a question I want to ask you. Do you think the best way to expose them is by throwing random
You bet I do. Is that what the protesters and what the son of a bitches did out here? Them son of a bitches burned our American flag. They sit there and burned our free speech sign. They sit there and did that to us. I want to send a message. How appropriate does this sit there and seem? They're sitting there doing that with the American flag. You don't like us doing this. I don't know if it's your flag, but these people of Berkeley, they get so triggered by sitting there stepping on a communist flag. When anything, you would think that they'd be applauding us, saying this is a great thing. Who here is offended by somebody stepping on a communist flag? I'm asking you the question. Are you offended by something on a communist flag?
I am. I'm gonna tell you like this: if I walk into this place and a whole bunch of niggas don't like me, I don't go there. Oh, you want to hear me? I got the floor. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you like this. So if a whole bunch of people that constantly keep on coming into the same area are letting it be known that the attention that they're getting from that area is their prerogative, why would you constantly keep coming here? Why would you keep doing that over and over and over? I've come to me like 5 different times. What's that? I've seen it 5 different times.
I don't care. You see me 10, 20 times. What do I care how many times you saw me? 20 times, don't care.
Yo, hey, I'm from Frisco, you feel me?
And I know, this is what I mean. You guys act like a gang. You act like you're a gang. You act like you're a gang like somebody who comes to your town. Why can't you come to your town?
Man, I'm going to tell you like this. I've been here for 10 years, okay?
I've been in the Bay Area 43 years. I'm impressed. I've been here for 43.
Okay, and what?
So what? You've been here 10 years, I've been here 43.
Okay, what do you do here other than cause problems?
I'm here to expose your Marxism. Your Marxism is going to you.
My Marxism?
No, I'm talking about your city. Your Clinton, your city is infested with these Marxist thugs running around attacking people.
And you someplace else?
No, they're not going to get away with just rolling over this city.
Getting away with what?
They're terrorists. They're not getting away with it. We are not going to let these terrorists do this. You want us to stand down? Am I attacking you? Have I ever attacked you?
What?
Have I ever attacked you?
Are you serious? Do you remember April? Y'all was throwing bagels and doing all types of
I didn't throw anything. You guys were throwing bombs.
Okay.
We got the video. You threw bombs, you scum. We threw bombs, you scum. You guys threw bombs.
Who was throwing bagels?
They were, and they were throwing also bombs at the crowd. You was a terrorist. We got it on camera.
You know, on April, a bunch of people come through my part, but I
his part. His part.
They come out and cause all types of anarchy based on political beliefs that don't have anything to do with that.
So the only reason his part.
The only reason why they started throwing bagels. The only reason why they started throwing bagels is because they ran out of rocks. No, seriously. That's the reason why they started throwing bagels. They went through the dumpster. Give me one way
how does it help to allow these people to beat people in the street because of what they say? Why does it matter? This is America. It doesn't matter that this is Berkeley. This is America.
And fuck,
America
you
has a constitution. We all have the right to say whatever we want. Words are not violent. You don't have to. We're not trying to make you
dare
leave.
you.
You can
I dare you. I dare you. Right now. I dare you. Make me leave here. See what happens. See what happens. I'm a free smile violence as much as I want. But the second that you put your hands on me, you put your hands on me.
No, none of that's happening here. None of that's happening. None of that is happening. No one put their hands on you.
There are children and women here. Don't make that something.
Hey, say what you want to say.
Yeah, that's a good juxtaposition of flag shooting.
They can throw bombs at women. That's okay.
It's not come on, man.
Come back, man. You want to talk.
We can talk. I can absolutely talk to you about whatever you are. So you're here.
I saw that already. I already saw that.
You saw what? Oh yeah, that we're engaged.
I was just waiting to know who threw down this flag as an instance to start something. They were willing to come up and back the facts of why they threw that flag. And so far, the actual person who threw the flag down was gone.
Well, wait a minute. I told you 3 times that was me with the flags. That's Islamo-Nazism, globalism, and Marxism. That's what we're against. Those socialism or the new socialism.
You put the flags down here?
Yeah. So that's what we're. Well, not the red one, but these two.
These two.
Yeah.
So you put them down for what reason?
Well, that's the triple threat. Socialism, globalism, and then Islamo-Nazism. That's what we're against. That's what we're against as Americans.
Yes,
it should be abolished. It's useless, and it's, well, I mean, just check the history.
Exactly. No, this flag here.
Yes.
But I heard that it's not the Saudi Arabian flag. What flag is it?
It's Saudi Arabia.
I heard some
all
people
these
say
it's not Hamas or Hezbollah. But if I had a flag, if I had a Hezbollah flag, I would put it. Yes, but I would put all Arab flags down.
You singled them out of this.
Well, because they have the most money and the most power. They pay for our politicians. And that's a big problem. Unlike Iran, which is also a big problem, but this is a bigger problem right now.
Saudi Arabia is from what I understand, is one of the most cooperative with the United States.
Yes, and
that's all, folks. Thanks once again to everyone who let me use their live streams in this video, and be sure to catch my next video. I'm pretty sure it's going to be my next video, which is going to be an interview with Susan Walsh and Colin. It's going to be amazing. They're going to tell us about what happened this day and, well, about other stuff too. Thanks for watching. Love, life, light, liberty, and leaping laughter.